Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Making Our Podcast. I'm your co-host Ashley Hopez,
And I'm Colin Samory.
and we are here to give you a quick and dirty,
And another quickie episode.
another quickie episode. And we're basically going to talk about the morning huddle. Many offices do it, many offices don't, because I think it's a waste of time. At Smiling Co., we definitely
We do. Yeah, every morning people show up to the office. So the huddle starts directly at 7:45 every morning. We see patients at 8. Everyone is expected to be at huddle, ready to go. So typically people will arrive at 7:40-ish so they can get ready and show up to huddle on time. What do we do though before huddle even starts? Talking about patient. I think this is what you love most about huddle, actually.
So we start with gratitude. And as cheesy as it sounds, it's so nice to be recognized or recognize someone on the team. And the only rule that we have for the team members is it has to pertain to the office, whether or not it's a fellow employee or a patient interaction, but they can't just go on and on about like what they did over the weekend. And it really has been a game changer. I would say that we didn't always start with gratitude. In the beginning, it was, did we hit our production goals? Where are we? Recollection together, all the things that obviously are important. But because it's such a busy 15 minutes, we didn't have time, or there wasn't enough time to talk about gratitude.
Yeah.
And so now I told Judy and the team, I'm like, I believe that we should be doing this first. So it's so nice to just gather and just talk about the team. And it really does make a huge difference in how the day flows.
Yeah, and it's nothing crazy elaborate. Or it's just like 30 seconds. You quickly go around, everyone that's at the huddle just says something they're thankful for in the office. And then we move on to the next thing, which is Judy over the front office and typically just lay out like how many patients we've seen this month, what the into the numbers for what the previous day was, where we're scheduling last day, collections, production for the month. So everyone kind of stay on track. But then we get into the nitty gritty of the huddle and what the actual scheduled day is going to look like for everyone. Each department, they prepare a day or two in advance what their patients are going to look like for that day. We actually have a sheet and we actually brought it. So if you watch the YouTube.
Yes. And if you want a copy of it, or if you just want to see what this looks like, that you would want your employer, steal. Just let us know.
And okay, so for the assistants, they go over the doctors and what is it that are on these chart reviews is what we call them.
We have check boxes in the left column, and it's basically, does the patient need or have current PAs? Is it accurate treatment on schedule? Have we updated medical history? And does the patient have a recare return visit already scheduled?
Yeah, so each patient, so the assistant will write down like the patient's name, what they're coming in for, and we'll just say it's our Rashi's patient, and she's going her favorite tooth, number 2. MOD get health. And then, so they'll check if the patient has current PAs for that tooth. Are there any concerns? Like, is that actually even what is supposed to be on the schedule? So they'll have to go in to like the previous exam notes and make sure that this is what Dr. Ashley wanted on the schedule for today, and she didn't work the lower left or something. And then often there will be like concerns if patient needs pre-med or patient had a bad reaction last time, something like that. Yeah, so you can kind of just have a heads up because it's easy to remember these things when you're staring at a patient's chart and it's too late to make a change. So if you identify those problems in the middle, that just kind of helps everyone out. And then hygiene does the same thing for all their patients as well. Now, if we have 2 doctors in an office, one assistant will do it the full sheet for one doctor, and the other assistant will do it for the other doctor, and then hygiene runs their own. What's the most beneficial that you think for these things? Like when you're hearing these chart reviews being talked about, what is something that you always notice with Edge, like most important for you?
Oh gosh, there's a lot actually. And a lot of times we'll catch things like patient doesn't want to be late all the way back, blah, blah, keeps repeating or left previous office because had to repeat so many times. But nuances like that
Yeah.
can really make a patient feel very special when you already say, okay, Mrs. Jones, I know that you don't want to be late all the way back and all this stuff. And what else? We have same day treatment opportunities, as you know, in a busy dental practice, or at least in the beginning of the day, it looks to be very busy, but things happen. People call out sick, people don't show up, and identifying someone in hygiene that has unscheduled treatment, or we already know that this patient doesn't typically come. Let's already have someone in mind to call to replace them
Yes.
in the schedule. It's just nice to see any potential roadblocks that you're
Mhm.
going to have on the day.
I know sometimes our doctor as well will know, like, this might take me longer than what we had scheduled for because this concerns patient has a hard time opening. You can't stay open for more than 10 minutes at a time, whatever it is. So then you can also kind of plan out like your lunches or your break for different team members. Or like you said, if someone can come in sooner because you think so and so might not show up, just little things like that I think are super helpful. What else do you do as far as identifying certain patients?
We also like to identify a VIP patient. And what we like to do is if someone is on the schedule and we can say, like, listen, I know that I'm going to deliver an amazing crown seat for Bob. He's going to be my VIP today, meaning that person has, that assistant has already like circled Bob on the schedule, and they know that they're going to go above and beyond. They're going to, after the appointment, they're going to ask Bob, how was your visit with us today? If you wouldn't mind sharing your experience with others, it really helps get the word out that we are looking for patients as wonderful as you, Bob. We want to grow, but we want to grow in the right way. And it would really help us out. And it just when we can identify that early on, as busy as the day goes, that assistant already says, okay, Bob, it just makes us go more above and beyond.
Yeah, just like you said, 'cause the day gets busy and you're just trying to get patients in and out.
Yeah.
But if you know that Bob was your person, you're going to
Yes.
remember.
You're
I
going
do. You're asking
more than one.
more than one person or everyone, as long as they had a good time.
Yes.
We would be here, but it's hard to remember those sometimes. Anything else that really helps stand out for a huddle for you?
I think really it just is nice to have the inter-office communication. When we know that someone potentially in hygiene has unscheduled treatment, and the doctor, the doctor, the hygiene, the assistant, and front office are already geared up towards if we added same day treatment on Bob. This is what his copay is going to be. Our hygienist is going to numb. We're going to keep him in the same room. Let's already get a tray ready to rock, and then doctor can go in and prep. Like it's just a very seamless pass off.
Makes the day go so much
Yes.
easier. So yeah, that takes about 15 minutes and that wraps it up really. I mean, I think it seems like a lot in 15 minutes and you kind of get everything done. And sometimes people are talking over each other, but if you can really just like nail down, like, this is what we're doing, move on to the next thing. 15 minutes goes by real quick and the rest of your 8 hours is so much smoother. Um, so yeah, I think it's really important to have a huddle.
In the beginning, when we were still growing and the schedule was slower, we even did an end of day huddle.
Yeah.
Which I actually really love and miss. What went well today? Where could we have improved? Like any patient shout outs, or like what is it that went wrong, or like how could we have addressed this differently with this patient so that it doesn't happen again? And while things are still fresh, they're really great learning experiences.
I know sometimes like you'll come in later on in the day or something, or your patient starts at 10, you don't have a dating patient. Does it feel different when you're not at that huddle? Like, do you notice a difference in just like being unaware, I guess, of
100%.
what's happening?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it really does. I think that is our only time as a team to all be together
Yeah.
uninterrupted. So when I come in later, I feel like I haven't connected with anybody.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm so lost. I feel like lost all the time. But
I was
secondly,
trying to single you out because I'm just as an example, and you want to one.
I know that especially with how expensive certain employees can be, and we're trying to push like how many patients can we see throughout the day.
Mhm.
And that's something that I still struggle with because it's very easy for us to just think about like, okay, dollar for dollar, how many patients did hygiene see and what was the ROI? But
Mhm.
if you think about the ROI of slowing down and having more meaningful conversations, so really pointing out like the nuances that makes my own call different,
Mhm.
I think that patient who then loves us will now refer more people to us that will be a bigger ROI.
Yeah, love it. That's all I know.
All right. Well,
Quickie.
it's just a quickie. If you guys enjoyed, let us know. Do you do a morning huddle? Do you think it's a waste of time? And what other things are you discussing at your morning huddle? We'd certainly love to incorporate that as well.
We would love to. Yeah, and like she said, if you want to see what our sheet looks like, hit us up.
Yes.
All
All
right.
right. Bye. Bye.
Hey friends, I want to give a quick shout out to our partner, Net32. As a practice owner, I know how much time, energy, and money goes into keeping the supply side of your business running. So many little orders, so many brands, so many choices. Net32 is a marketplace built for us. So you save on over 60,000 dental products all in one place, which means you get real pricing transparency and savings. Whether you're just getting started or scaling up into multiple locations, tools like this make a huge difference. And for a community like ours, building smarter, growing faster, that's meaningful. Check them out at net32.com/the making of and let them help you streamline the back end so you can focus on patients, team, and the big vision. Thanks to Net32 for supporting the making of.